United Nations to you. Okay? The Interfaith Center for Sustainable Development is based in Jerusalem, and it will be working with COP27, Prince Charles, and the Pope. In Mount Sinai, November 14th through the 18th, to introduce the 10 spiritual principles for climate repentance. One world religion, 10 commandments. I'm going to go through these 10 commandments with you. If you go to the actual page, it has a reasoning for each commandment. I did not copy the reasoning down for you, but I'm going to incorporate that in this video somehow so you can read it, okay? Okay, so these are the new 10 commandments they're going to be declaring over the next 4 days. If I can get a video feed on this declaration, it will be up, okay? It was really hard for me to find this for you folks. They're kind of keeping a lid on this until they do it. Okay, so here is the new 10 commandments. They're coming straight from the Interfaith Center for Sustainable Development in Jerusalem from CO27, Prince Charles, and the Pope. The first commandment, therefore, we recognize human responsibility to love and protect nature. So the first one is, we recognize human responsibility to love and protect nature. Now, these new laws, these new commandments, which these are not declared by God. I want to let you know that right now. These are not from Moses or God. This is your new covenant from the Antichrist. Whether if the Antichrist is Prince Charles, the Black Pope, the Pope, somebody in behind the scenes, this is who's doing this to you, okay? I'm not here to argue about who the Pope, who the Antichrist is. He's here, okay? And these new 10 commandments are loosely worded. And by loosely wording them, it gives them a lot more options to hurt you, to control you, and to control the world. This is no joke, because the new world, the Great Reset laws are going to be based around this, okay? So I'm going to start over. Number one being, therefore, we recognize human responsibility to love and protect nature. Number two, therefore, we must treat all of life with reverence. Number three, therefore, we must care for each other and the planet. Number four, therefore, we recognize that we are responsible for the well-being of all life today as well as for future generations. Number five, therefore, a disciplined spiritual life is helpful in overcoming the challenges of climate change. Number six, therefore, use thought, speech, and action only for good. See, and this is, like I said, they can make laws on this. Use thought, speech, and action for only good. Well, they're the ones who defy these things, what's good. They're the ones who defy that, okay? Number seven, therefore, the human person is benefited by the ongoing effort to purify, raise, and transform himself in a view of a higher vision. Whose view? What higher vision? This sounds like it comes straight out of a temple of Lucifer. This sounds like it comes straight from a chapel of Freemasonry. A higher vision, that's their secret. They chase the light of the light bearer to raise and transform himself. These are new lit and decree for transhumanism. Unbelievable. Number 8, therefore, act knowing that every action counts. Number 9, therefore, take seriously the lessons and observations that humanity has reached by application of its mind in scientific study and through common reason. I'm going to say that one again. Therefore, take seriously the lessons and observations that humanity has reached by application of its mind in scientific study and through common reason. That commandment is going to make it so you can't question science. Number 10, therefore, be sensitive to the intolerable insecurities and injustices in which so many of our fellow humans live. That right there is like your 14th constitutional civil rights bullcrap. Be sensitive to the intolerable insecurities and injustices in which so many of our fellow humans live. There goes freedom of speech. This is bad, folks. So my conclusion is from Daniel. And I want to show you the warning from Daniel. Okay, so let no man deceive you by any means. Okay, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. That is not the rapture. You don't fall down, you go up for the rapture, okay? I'm not saying there's no rapture. I'm just saying that the Antichrist will be active on the scene, and people may know who he is before the rapture because of this right here. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, my conclusion. Daniel 9:10-15. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey the voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before the Lord our God, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. Therefore hath the Lord watched upon the evil, and brought it upon us. For the Lord our God is righteous in all his works, which he doeth, we obeyed not his voice. And now, O Lord our God, that hast brought thy people forth out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand, and hath gotten thee renown, as this day we have sinned, and we've done wickedly. There's the warning, right there. We turned against the 10 Commandments, so now he's going to allow evil to come upon us. And, you know, just like Trump said, a monster came and put a spell in 184 countries. 184 countries, okay? Think about that.
I really believe that there's something very good going to happen. We have to get back. So think of it, in this horrible period, this horrible, dark period where this monster came and worked its horrible spell.
Worked its horrible spell
Over the world, 184 countries as of this morning. 184 countries.
Okay, so there's your warning from Daniel. All right, now here's your answer from Paul. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by the gathering unto him, that ye not soon be shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come the falling away first, which was going against Moses and the 10 Commandments. The falling away happened. And that man of sin is being revealed. Don't you see? The son of perdition. He's here. Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Because he knows he's not God, so he has to show himself that he's God. This hasn't happened yet. This is about to happen. This could be the declaration that's taking place in Egypt. It could be. If it's not, it sure is a warm-up, is it not, folks? Who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. No man has any right to write a new 10 Commandments for the environment. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. See that? He's revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of the coming. even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So Jesus doesn't come back until after the working of Satan, with all his lying wonders. And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in him that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God sends them a strong delusion, that they would believe a lie. It's not God's lie, but God intensifies a lie and makes it seem real. That's how you're in the days of Noah and you don't know it. And for this cause God sends them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned, who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in righteousness. Unbelievable. And we know that we're in the event because the sky's realignment, September 23rd of 2017, shows these events were near. It's all there in Revelation, folks. Okay, and I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard it as it were a noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he sat on him. He had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. This could be in that seal, the white horse with the small horn, or a unicorn, right? He was giving a bow and a crown to go forth and conquer. This man his mom passed away, and he was given a crown, okay? And when he opened his second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went another horse that was red, and had the powers given him, therefore, to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, because in the end times everyone will be easily offended. Have you watched the news yet? I mean, people are just going crazy and just killing people for no reason. I watched a video the other day. This woman broke out the McDonald's window because they were out chicken nuggets. And she says, Don't make me turn into my true form. I mean, there's really something bad going on here that's more than the physical eyes can see. And for you folks that have eyes to see and ears to hear, you know what I'm talking about. You know what the red horse is riding, and then we're going into the next horse of starvation. I have a video put up. I can't remember the pastor's name, but he does the math on the shekels and all that, and he figures out that a loaf of bread will come to $700. I mean, when you translate the money and currencies to now, you can actually figure out how much a loaf of bread is going to cost. And when he opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he sat on him, and he had a pair of balances in his hand. And this is where we're at right here. A measure of a wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see they hurt not the oil and the wine. This is when people are going to start starving. Then we go into the pale horse. So this is how this is all possible. And like I said, no matter who is behind this, he's here. He's calling the shots. This is Satan doing this to the world, folks. So I'm going to be working on my next Intuition 14.0. I hope you guys tune in for that. I'm also working on my next highly censored update. I hope you guys tune in for that. There's a lot of stuff going on, and that is really interesting, folks. It's going to be an interesting watch. So look for a part 2 to this video. As soon as they're done over there in Egypt at COP27, I will be reporting on it. And look at they did on that pyramid. And it shows the sun, and it shows the bottom of the sun with snakes coming down, and going right back to the Jesuit order and the sun worship of the Catholic Church. This is something for you folks to look into. Can't wait to see you guys next time. OTT TV out.
Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. What now? Who's gonna